1603 meters, bottom coming in sight. Just looking at what it looks like it's sedimented and modeled. We're at 8 meters off, coming down. Okay, we got modeled sediment here. Looks like some burrows. Cyanophyroid, partially buried. Okay, our depth is 1612 with 2.8 to the bottom. Can we get this sonar on that side or one? Well, welcome if you just joined us. We just landed on bottom, and we're seeing modeled sediment here at 1,611 meters. As we start to set up, there seems to be, is it a Budweiser can or a bottle? First target. Can we get lasers on there, pilot? Make sure we get a good measurement on that beer can. Is that a tall boy, pilot? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so today we're diving at Mississippi Canyon 255 site. It's a site with a faulted scarp where we have 3D seismic reflectivity here showing some hard bottom, potentially hard bottom, that would serve as coral habitat. And we have another target about 1 kilometer away that's at the top of this scarp that may also have some hard bottom with mostly soft bottom in between, we think. Really don't know. So we're here to explore this region and look for these benthic ecosystems. Could be corals, could be seeps. And oh, I thought I was. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Hmm? Hiding. No, I didn't. I was chatting back here for a second. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like we're seeing small tubes there, maybe either 4M or it could be amphipod tubes. The brittle stars may cover themselves up with the way they dig with their arms when they. But the reason why they dig is I don't really know that. If it helps to avoid predation, I really don't know. There you can see some more of those ring holes. Yeah, different shrimp here. That's.
I see it, yep.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Start zooming on it. Yeah, I don't see anything there. Look at that, silence on the right.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That was one of the things that Bob Carney was talking about. I think that he wanted to get a shot of that if we could possibly get it. So it's probably a good opportunity. What the bottom right, that little spoke pattern that's coming out right there. He sees that right there. See that?
There's three.
And he's not. Yeah, I know. So he drew this out the other day and sent it to me. And get this for him. Our depth is 1608. He thought this was maybe a cup coral partially buried. You're just seeing the septa coming through the sediment. But that's a great shot of that. It looks more like it's just indentions going in and nothing coming out. All right. Seeing some pteropod shells here too. Okay. Great, guys. Thanks. All right. Ready to go. Is that something out there? Bogus. I see the reflect. No, it's another return. Ah. It's it's because it. No, right. Yeah. I was hoping to see something in Sirius. Right. Sirius is currently about 15 meters above Little Herc. Can help to use that sonar to maybe find locations here. Look at that. I thought that was a burrowing anemone. And below the surface line and pulled in. There's a shrimp. Some black object in the water column. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Go ahead, pal. We're going to get an image of that black. Thought it was a polychaete, but. It's like a nautilus.
I'm trying to go slow video so that I don't blow them all over the place, which still not as far away.
Nothing. No. Should we do a should we do a pirouette? Just to make sure this. It's true. 180 meters on a side, right?
Try to get better light first.
Right. Okay.
I start to go in more.
So we're zooming in on Antenna 4 right now. We're at 1,606 meters. And it's a difficult object to image. It's so mobile, but you can see it there, lighting up.
Okay, let's try again.
It's a nice shot. See a Tina 4 here signaling to any other Tina 4s in the neighborhood.
Try and roll in.
It's very hard to follow this thing.
Chase and focus. Does that have a more common name?
This is gonna be a new
Not that I know of.
Okay, then push
Uh,
it.
uh, very interesting. That's all.
Very
No,
close to
he
inside your.
was inside my light.
Uh,
Yeah, all mine.
So as we're zooming in on this guy, I'm looking at possible sonar targets and really not seeing anything with the 80-meter range of Sirius. So I think we'll just continue to move up slope here.
A few more seconds here on this guy video. Go ahead.
Question: if we had a larger ROV and we tried to chase that little thing that we just did, would that be easier or harder or impossible?
The video is going on this thing.
Okay.
Hey, watch Lee. Just to check here from pilot. Are you interested in things floating like this? Just a little longer video.
What?
Make sure we get some good footage.
To
Spider, we take on a spider.
yes.
Yeah, we'll let go. Desired.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're really here to characterize what we see, so I'm on that.
Sounds great, watching. Do quick snaps in here, Roland. I think we've seen these.
It's kind of like a Sinafa blanket eel, but
No,
I think the lasers are. Thank you, video.
have to come wide for him.
Let's get a little video of it tight. For documenting purposes.
So we've gone about 60 meters here, Halosaur, from our bottom target, making our way upslope.
Let's go vertical.
Alright, moving on.
Looking for hard bottom returns in the sonar. Depth is 1601. No, I'm sorry, that was a fish. What kind of biologist am I on? I can't see it. Can we move that monitor, please? Golly.
Okay, Waxley, I thought that one was a hollow variant.
Thank you, Copod. Thank you. I feel so much better about that.
We'll go ahead and start some.
Nice and
I would like to get a close-up of.
yeah. I don't think he has any interest. No. Quite a few brittle stars here. Central disk covered. Burrows.
adjust since we're here. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just go on. So.
Just the upper edge. Yeah, that's
That's what I'm thinking too. So I think we got. We're now looking 053. Depth is 1601.
Alright, Roland, let's
Oh,
get a quick snap zoom on this.
looks like a sit and wait predator. Strong lateral line on that one.
Look at the lateral line.
Wait.
So you
We
know,
should.
I'm at 50 degrees, so you got some time still. Ooh, maybe jerking around there. Feel structure? Is that you? Yeah, might have been.
No, sorry, that was too close.
There's a big loop in the tire pumps too that could be one direction. That's all I can do.
Might be a Sinafa branchied. The tail is really well developed, it seems to me. I don't know. I always think those guys are having really thin tails at the end. But I think, nice shot, guys. Thanks for the video. All right, back to making tracks.
Do a flyby partial here?
Eel.
Go ahead, partial video. And moving on. I've got a light object in the center of Sirius screen. I think it's a dirt ball.
So, Nav, what's our speed right now?
Speed is 0.1. So
What's that to the left?
increasing speed would be
Yeah, if watch leader's happy with it,
looks like a stick,
we're not seeing too much, so.
like a bamboo type shape.
Does look like a bamboo stick.
My watch lead.
Yeah, Nav, I got that. I totally agree.
Okay, we'll increase
Point
it to
two?
0.2.
Increase up to 0.2, aye.
Go ahead, video.
Bridge, this is our VNAV. Hey, can we increase our speed to 0.2 knots? Thank you.
Some nice detail on that. Great job, guys. Thank you.
Ready for ride?
Holding one.
Right here.
Okay, cool.
What did you find there?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Is that a worm?
think it was.
couple of them, which I saw a little whip.
Whip's coming from the right.
That's a shrimp.
That would be an antennae. An antenna from a shrimp.
Have we seen enough of these shrimp?
Which I saw a little whip.
Whip's coming from the right.
That's a shrimp.
That would be an antennae. An antenna from a shrimp.
Have we seen enough of these shrimp? I need to zoom on here.
We don't have any today.
Quick zoom. Would be good. There we go. Nav ship's on the move.
Yeah, the ship's going 0.2 knots at 020.
Roger that, thank you.
It's all yours, Lydia.
He's showing all his little things.
Yes, he is.
See if we can see his very front left foot. He's picking stuff up off the ground as he walks.
Huh.
See, checking things.
It's a relatively short rostrum for these guys. Wouldn't mind a shot of the head region if it's good for video here.
Go ahead, Lydia.
That's a short rostrum on that shrimp. Normally they're longer than this in these pneumatic arsided shrimp varieties. Slowly moving across the seafloor with really long legs and long antennae,
All right,
built for being on the sediment.
Put it on here. Come on. Not coming on.
We put in for a faster rate of speed on the ship to get us to the north a little bit faster and get us on top of that slope, top or ridge area. And now we're taking off to the north. Depth is 1590. And now we're taking off to the north. Depth is 1598. See a long track there going against two mounds.
What is it, video?
It's,
It's a leaf.
yeah, it's plant material.
That's not too exciting. Okay, come on.
You can see those holes and pits, the circular ring holes in Serio's feed looking down on the Little Herc. Seems a lot of these shallow pits have sargassum in them. Our heading is 062, so we're coming to the northeast. Depth is 1598. Another shrimp here with looks like it'll be a plastic bag of some sort. Snap zoom on the bag.
Go ahead, video.
With some sargassum in this little depression. Thank you, pilot.
Come on.
Lasers back on, please. Leave here. Another one of these swimming spiders. Looks like we've got a swimming spider, maybe a picnic gonad spider here in the water column. Looked to me like some of the
Let him go off.
posterior appendages have, you can see little setae on them. They help almost serve as Pagura crab. There's a swimming worm there. That's of
We got a weird
interest.
something about it. Is this shit on? Go ahead.
Yeah, I see that. I see that too, co-pilot.
Watch the multi-beam shows the average slope of 1 to 7.
Roger that now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here, but it's awfully tiny and small. Got a weird line out there.
Roger that. We can see that. I'm not sure how far we can see. Let's look out.
Yeah, maybe just out to 50 meters is reasonable.
Right.
It looks like the others need to reach out to him in the bottom because I'm not seeing it on the program.
Sorry, Chuck. Say again. I had somebody in my ear. Sorry.
Sorry.
No.
The reason I suggested is it looks like the sonar from the depressor weight is not hitting the bottom very often. The 50 meters on little earth might be worthwhile. You get 50-meter swaths out of it.
Yeah. Right now, the max is set on 50 meters. If you look at it now, yeah. I think when we were looking for that little linear thing we just saw, we went to 30 meters to bring it into us. But I think we're standard at 50. But good to keep an eye on that. If you wanted more than that, let me know.
Great, man. You're all
We
over it.
got no. I want to hear you. I want to hear what you're thinking. So
Stay out of your head. Talk on the OKEX channel rather than the EX1202L2.
Roger that.
Not going well.
Beak whale actually fits the lower jaw. Actually fits very well into those depressions. I don't think we're seeing them here, but I think we did see them up in DeSoto Canyon earlier on this cruise. Really not so pronounced on. I think it was dive 5 we had. So we're at 1591 meters, just 20 centimeters off the bottom. Putting in ship moves that take us to the northeast. And as we get that ship going, we're imaging, characterizing the fauna and sediment that we're seeing here. Zooming in now on a shrimp that really hugs the bottom. You can almost see the end of the legs there, pushed into the sediment. These guys don't usually see much in the way of escape behavior with these, like I do some other shrimp.
Think of what?
Okay. All right.
Directly overhead, buddy. Roger. Go ahead, Peter.
See him pushing down into the sediment there, turning a little bit. Probably feels our pressure wave from the vehicle. See what look like to be well-developed eyes, although they may not use them here at 1,591 meters depth.
All right. Let me know when you think you got.
All right. Let's, anything on the sonar out there? Looking, yeah. We got Sirius is 15 meters off the bottom. I thought we might have some hit, whoop, there he goes. You see, this guy usually swims away rather than
Upper serious camera.
put the sonar against the slope there with Sirius. There's another fish. Looks like a rat tail. Really haven't seen anything in the way of hard bottom here. Again, we're looking to make our way to waypoint 2, which is a site up on the edge of the ridge or margin of the scarp at 1,400 meters. So we have 190 meters to go. Meters. Should be getting steeper on us, I think, a little bit as we come up. Yeah, there's something white right there. Is that it? Looks like maybe a coral on something. We're just setting down here.
Okay, go ahead, video.
What do we got here? Not gonna. It's an underwater cactus. I don't know if that's a sponge. Sitting in sargassum.
Very tired enough. Okay, when we get to the end of this loop, we just continue with another 200 meters bearing 020 at 0.3 knots.
Yeah, I'm
Little video
just a quick one there.
closer.
Got something blue behind it there. Looks like it's moving.
Would you like to sit
All right.
closer, watching?
I think I'm content for the moment there.
Roger.
Hi, Tim is at a conference call now, so I will be taking over in his absence.
Capacity, but
Okay,
well, we could go 0.3 potentially. It just means if we saw something, we
it's hard. It's right, right. Okay, are we going at 0.2 knots right now?
yes.
Okay, okay, thank you.
I can. Well, we can consider 0.3. We haven't seen anything really for
Yeah.
hours.
Okay, yeah. Let's consider that for a little bit. Okay, so if we increase speed to 0.3 knots, we will be able to get to the top a lot faster. There will be a 50% increase in our speed. The only thing is that at that speed, if we see something during the transit up, it will be a little more difficult to stop and look at it.
Come on. Strap up and off the pilots. This is now. Go ahead, Harry. How do you feel about increasing to 0.3? Means we're not going to be able to stop for anything. Yes. Or we'll be able to stop for the rare thing. technical point of view, it's safe. But yeah, we're not stopping. I think that Rustin is very. So you're okay with it if Watchley is okay? Go ahead, video. Let's get this done, and we'll continue that.
Okay. I copy that. So if we increase our speed to 0.3 knots, what's the estimated time to get to the top if we move that fast?
It's go ahead, roll. An hour and 40 minutes.
An hour and 40 minutes. Okay. So that'll save us about 15 minutes transit going to the top.
Yeah, save us. Yeah, it's
Almost an hour. Okay. Okay.
That move is broadside behind the ship, isn't it? Like this here. Yes, that's another. Might be a relevant question whether they can do that. Yeah. Actually, co-pilot has a good point that the ship might not be happy moving broadside at point 3, so I'll have to check with them too.
Okay. So we also need to check with the ship to see if they're okay with increasing speed to 0.5 knots.
Bridge, this is Arvina. Yeah, co-pilot. Hey, we're not seeing much on the bottom, and we were wondering if the ship was able to move at point 3. I don't know if I've seen one of these red things. They look like an anemone. The anemones that shrinking. Oh, like almost like a sea pump. This doesn't feel like one. There's a fish down here. The hole. Try it rolling. Okay. He is digging deep.
Wow, look at that fish.
It's an eel, I think.
Or an eel. Oh yeah, it's an eel in a burrow. Wow. And I don't see it anymore. Yeah, let's move on. It's a pretty good shot though, thank you.
Hey, Penn, highway this morning.
Oh, I hear you. Go ahead.
This is Chuck. Were you calling for a vote?
Yeah, I was asking to see if anyone's opinionated whether we should speed up or not.
Well, you know me, I'm not opinionated at all. But if you ask, I'd say put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay. Does anyone else have an opinion? I'm asking on the event log now in case you want to respond there.
Hi, Pen. I don't know if you can see there's 2 comments on the event log.
Oh, okay. I just saw your comments, so looks like we have multiple people willing to speed up. Okay, I'll go with this. Nav, this is Watchlead Pen.
Yes, Watchley?
Okay, so I believe we've reached a decision. We would like to increase our speed to 0.3 knots going uphill.
Alright, video, you can go. Copy that. More before I lose the light.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you everyone. The ROV and ship are now preparing to increase our speed to 0.3 knots. That will get us to the top of this hill in 1 hour and 45 minutes.
That's what we're going to see if we can get. Yeah, you're going to just have to work with it.
Video. This is Pen. Okay, so I'm getting some feedback on the event log here saying that some of them seem to be experiencing color balance instability in their feeds. Is there anything you can see from your end?
Yeah, I don't have to that.
Bye.
Pilot side is 4.3.
Okay, we are increasing speed.
That guy because he doesn't forget.
The ship is going to readjust its movement to match the speed increase now.
3, as long as it's okay with your thrusters. Alright, thank you. Alright, video, let's give it a zoom. This is just cluster. I thought that was a very cool pattern to fish. That's the thing. Video you probably know. From what? These parts.
We're doing a close-up shot of this crab right now. You can see that it is pretty well populated by barnacles.
Get a good one there rolling? Yes.
They are 10 centimeters apart today. This is so that in case we see something and want to image it, it'll save us some time because we won't be able to stop for very long. Quick snap zoom on the fish. A rat tail. And we are moving on.
Videos changing up. Watch that. It's been there on and off.
Oh, really? Okay.
Affected until if you look behind Wilhurt,
Yeah.
you'll see Sirius back here.
Oh, I see. Okay. So what we're seeing is an artifact in the sonar. If, in fact, if you look behind the little Hercules, more biomounts here. shrimp. I believe we've seen those before. Our current depth is 1522 meters. So we got a bit more than 100 meters to go in the vertical direction before we reach the top. We're traveling at a speed of about 0.3 knots.
The absolute lack of holability today.
ROV nav just made a great observation that we have not been seeing any holothurians in this area, as opposed to yesterday. Yesterday we seemed to come upon holothurians like every other minute, but today we haven't seen them in quite a while.
Let's get a real quick zoom video of just what I do. Zoom in. Hold. Focus. We're focusing on the little shrimp. Oh, we've seen that before. What are these?
And we're moving on.
The stick first. Pardon my ambiguity. Zoom on this blackout detectors. Just go up this area. Zoom in. Hold.
Is it a rock or something?
Rock or on the co-locate the light, please.
Another fish. I'm on the sediment. Burrows, furrows. A shrimp. We're passing 1500 meters now. 1499 meters. About 100 meters left going uphill. Go up ahead, right where the lasers are. Looks like a eel, and a fish just above it. Long and skinny eel. The one above is a rat tail.
halosaur. We saw one of those earlier on this cruise. Little tail. Look at the rays on that fish. It's really long. Yeah. Thank you. Uh-huh. It looked to be black. Interesting. Okay. So we're flying about a meter off the bottom. It looks like the topography's gotten a little more jumbled or a little more complex, more heterogeneity here than we did at the beginning of the dive. As we're seeing small mounds and burrows. Again, we're 1.2 meters off the bottom, just turning around to the west a little bit. Looking down slope. It's one thing about the Gulf of Mexico. The seafloor here is probably 90% sediment or mud, with these hard bottom carbonate rocks, almost like islands. You know, many of them fashioned on these salt domes. View of Sirius, seeing some burrows and small mounds. I guess you could say small pits too, or little depressions. Shrimp, 3 shrimp in a row with some sargassum. Another pit as we push off and look more to the north. Right now we're facing north. 1470 meters. we've certainly verified what's on the slope of this feature, which is important. The ground truthing the 3D seismic reflectivity data and the multi-beam data.
I think these little molehills cast quite the shadow when they're at such a low angle. Let's see, should be one right about up here.
And we're able to see these small mounds and hills in the sonar as we're trying to look for sonar hard bottom targets and other targets. See, we just saw this hill in the sonar coming up over it. Sediment sometimes has a lumpy appearance.
Copilot, this is video. Your height above ROV, is that the same as it has been? Just checking.
15 meters off for Sirius off the bottom. Been running Hercules at about a half a meter, a little bit more than a half a meter off the bottom.
I'm just going to check the zoom in, if that's okay. Okay.
The small caudal fin.
And I'm up out of the light pool as well.
Okay, coming up. Depth is 1442. That does look like it's something new. We should get a zoom in on that really quickly. There's something white underneath, I think, too. I can't tell.
Yeah, something attached. Let's get a zoom on. Hold.
It's probably got a parasitic copepod on it, perhaps.
It's coming at me.
Or what is that?
Whatever it is, it's on both of these.
Yeah, I know. It's symmetrical, as if it's something else.
Looks like I can see segmentation on it, like it's an amplifier.
Interesting.
Definitely both sides. Do a snap zoom on it? Yeah.
Definitely has you see the lateral line now. It looks like it.
Look at it now.
It does look an amphipod. The one on each side. That was interesting.
Gotta go. Yeah, I'm
So
going to see
yeah,
the bulb inside the lens.
is that right?
Another glass structure. Right. Okay, gotta go. It's your lucky day.
Yeah, Nav, this is watch lead. Were you?
What?
Yeah, were you doing 100-meter moves?
I have
The
the
ship?
lens.
Okay, just checking. Thanks.
Something. White starfish.
Sea Star, Sea Star.
Hot rolling.
Asteroid. Okay, do you want to kill it? Okay, hell. No. Okay. All right.
Negative.
That sounds good. How are your
Okay.
That's all a couple things that we haven't seen. It's kind of cool.
Okay. I am
What's this?
taking over for Tim again. Oh, we are.
Dan?
Oh, thank you. We're coming upon something here. Looks like some sort of, let's see, coral perhaps? Yep, looks like a coral.
This will be a quick one here, Rolly. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, so we're gonna do a very, very quick look at this guy before we're tugged along and have to move on again. Okay, so I suspect this is the first coral of the day. Okay, focusing.
Coming up difficult to resolve. Hang on there. Got to focus in the moving here. Oh, sorry. Let me get things a little bit more under control for you.
Okay. I wonder what species of coral this is.
Coming up the stem. Let me get a little more zoom. Okay. Alright, focus. Alright, coming up the stem. Just don't have a nice depth of field on here. Okay, I'm going to go to the top. I'm sorry, that's... Get something.
Possibly some sort of octocoral, but I can't really identify
Okay,
it.
pull away. We'll see what this does.
Another U. Zero moving out 0.3 knots. We're coming upon another crab here. Yeah, I think we've seen this guy before. One had a lot of amphipods, one didn't have as many. Oh yeah, this one looks like a gravid pregnant crab. You can see all the eggs under it. Yeah, it's very much pregnant. And it's moving.
Just trying to run underneath the cover. Finding that a little not to her liking. Sorry to disturb you, ma'am. Another dip on the right. Wonderful birds. Okay. Just gonna slide by here.
Oh, here's another one of those corals maybe.
Let's get a quick zoom. Just
We're gonna take a very quick look at it. We won't be able to stop for very long, but yeah, it looks like the same guy.
it's very deep holes. There must be something, some substrate down there.
Yeah, perhaps. Okay, and there's just one of those that's a great shot. It was the fish and the coral together.
And off we go.
Looks like a phantom. Another one of those furrows things coming up, right? Linear. I'm going to cross it perpendicularly here. Bob Carney, I don't think you saw this last time, but we had this linear feature you're seeing in the sonar right now. Just off to our starboard a little bit. We're coming to the right here and look at it. Right, perpendicular now. You're good. nice image in the sonar, little Herc. That's a took it down to 30 meter max range, so you could see it. And here it comes. Right over the hill.
We should be seeing it almost now, right? Oh yeah, it's right there.
So it's at least 40 meters long. Based on the sonar, now we're looking to the west. Covered fault of some sort, but it's to be half a meter. Not that I know of. Can you hear me? Yeah. Hang on. I guess I'm not familiar with every kind of technique they use for seismic work. Yeah, you got a shot of it in Sirius. Yeah. Very similar morphology, width aspect to the side of the slope here. Okay. Okay. They could. Depends on what they're doing it for, but they could. Could have been something here that they pulled along. Hey, Art. Okay. We're looking east now at this feature. How? Yeah, they're all the same trend, I think.
Yeah.
What's the distance to the top of the slope here? Yeah, we're going to turn here and come up. Gotta keep.
Tim, when we get up here, what would you like to do? We're going to end up
Yeah.
a little bit west of the actual waypoint.
That
Move over and
no.
right on top of
How far is it? I don't have the screen here. Wait. Oh, I see it now.
yeah, the vehicles are probably going to end up like
That's no.
70
It's better for us to chase the hard grounds if we see them up here. And the idea was to go left. We got to that waypoint anyway, so it's okay.
Still no holothurians. Ah, looks like we're coming upon another one of those coils that we imaged earlier. like the same kind. We're coming up on something here. Yeah, looks like an enemy. We're taking a quick look at it. You can see the white tips on its tentacles. Oh yeah, there's something right under the anemone. What's that under the anemone? Oh yeah, it could be a polychaete, I guess. Yeah, can we take a quick look at that guy? The potential polychaete on the top. Or according to Bob, it could also be some sort of small crustacean. I don't really know who that is. Amphipod? It's just walking right under that anemone. Right among its tentacles. Another fish. Another fish here. Is it another one of those red tails or something else? Zooming in. Oh, does that look like a coral? It looks kind of like a coral. And now we're going in for a closer look. Could be another octocoral.
Yes, indeed. Kind of a little guy.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen this guy before. Not on this dive. Zooming in again for a closer look. A shrimp among the coral polyps.
Copy, we'll just let this explain.
Yeah, now is that an amphipod on there or a shrimp?
Looks like a shrimp to me.
Can you, are we all zoomed? Are we all zoomed,
Yeah,
pilot?
this is max zoom. Zoom in more now. Oh yeah, you can see the claws now. So it could be some sort of tiny crab. It's climbing up the one of the branches.
With the pagurd at the bottom, it's another crab in the shell.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hermit crab. Yeah, I think we've seen this guy before.
So, back row, we are sliding into place at waypoint 2.
And now we are moving over waypoint 2. According to sonar, we're not seeing any obvious sonar targets yet. However, I think we should do a little survey around this area.
is that something nav at 12 meters, or is that just me on the line
I would
coming toward us?
call that
Another little mound.
yeah, I would not, definitely not
Roger, Roger that.
So
It's
let's
almost
just
here.
kind of do a little circle around the waypoint 2 if you could. Perhaps a 50-meter diameter or something like that.
Can you increase the range of the sonar to be? Thank you very much.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think we've definitely seen this guy before. The third of its kind. Oh, actually the fourth of its kind that we've seen on this.
no, I actually don't. I'll get back to discussing it now. Cover that. Most likely we'll be either moving east or west. But affirmative.
What is that?
More fish. EO.
Pretty much flat right here, isn't it? 1391.
Okay, that's as far as the ROV will go. This is looking south, okay. No, there's the bottom. It's a little dusty around here. Coming down to the bottom again. And yo, it backed up. Moving south. 0.2, right, on our way here.
Cover 100 meters, but
Yeah, so, let's see. I'm kind of inclined to start heading west now, but let me confirm. Sure side. So as you can see, we've went right on top of waypoint 2, headed north, east, and south until the tether was fully extended each time. Once there, we looked. There's another one of those crabs. I think we've also seen this guy before. Possible amphipods on it.
I'm gonna guess barnacles. That
It's walking. Speed is increasing to 0.3 knots after we image these three guys.
And they were actually living together. You're hurting these guys.
Oh, it's almost like these guys are walking together in the same direction. Okay.
We are.
What's the smell? Yeah. Hi, Jeremy. Yeah. It's going. It's going. Yeah.
Do what you can, Rolly. I'm gonna keep moving. See, I'm close and look to the very center of his eye, but not from the center.
It's a nice close-up of the fish. You can see its dark, round eyes. And the fish took off. Nav, go ahead.
This is an angle that is very hard for the ship to move, so if we're gonna
Okay.
plan to stay heading west for a long time. I'm just curious, I guess my question is, how long are we gonna be heading west?
I think for a while. If you need to reposition the ship, I think we're okay with that. Thank you. Yep, thank you.
more east or heading more south? Okay.
Passing by yet another crab. The corals. We've been on the lookout for sonar targets all of today, but so far we have not seen any substantial rocks with corals. However, we have seen a few octocorals in the sediment, like the one we're passing right now.
Interesting. Looking at your map there. See the striations?
There's the sea star.
Is there a difference between a sea star and a starfish or something?
I think they're the same thing.
And they're different families. Asteroidea versus Ophiolites. Like the starfish and the sea star are something totally different. Yes. Well, they are. Okay, rolling pictures. Looks like he's got some associates too.
Ah, someone's on the sea star. There's that blue guy.
That's what I would guess. Trying to get the answer. Well, not sure you're gonna have that much time. Oh. Oh. Copy that. Okay.
Okay, so apparently there are potential crabs and amphipods on that starfish slash sea star.
And a sponge.
Ah, sponge. We haven't seen one of them in a while.
Video changing again.
This is the first sponge in a while.
How nice of the episode before I go. Why don't you get that? I know you said. 100 more.
That certainly looks like a sponge.
Okay. Try one more thing here. I gotta go.
And we have to move on. Well, that's a nice change.
Turn here, Tom. Where do I need to turn? 3 or 4 wide.
Another fish.
Oh, what's that?
And Yale, perhaps?
Coral.
Ah, there's another one of those corals. An octocoral, I think. It's next to a stick or something. And we are moving on. Oh, and here's another crab. You can see the white dots on it. That could be barnacles or occasionally amphipods. Still no holothurians. Another shrimp in a small depression there. It's red.
Might be seeking relief from the current down there.
Ah, could be. Oh, there's something the seafloor right there coming up. Yeah, looks like another of the same coral.
What's white wiggling just to the left of the coral? About 20 centimeters.
There's something wiggling?
Something white. I got it.
Oh yeah, there is something wiggling.
Zoom in. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Hold, please.
Focusing? Looks like,
Swaying in the breeze.
yeah, looks like something just
Yeah, but some kind of goo.
I can't tell what that is.
Can't either really. Mississippi. Okay, let's come out.
Okay,
What?
and we are moving on again. Another stick, perhaps? What is that?
Vegetable matter. Looks like some kind of tall
Yeah,
branch stem.
with another one of those corals right next to it. Yeah, it's probably a plant.
Artificial breeder.
Ah, another one of those rat tail fish, perhaps. And a tiny sea star to the right.
Yeah, got that. Yeah, I see it.
Another fish. That's a pretty good shot of the fish. And it's swimming away. Okay.
Two shrimps, coral.
Another one of those corals.
Very solitary.
Yeah.
Seem to have found something to hang on to here. Shrimp.
Oh, the shrimp is pretty close to that coral. It's another fish right there. Oh, it's partially obscured by the sediment.
Okay, to the
Our current depth is 1376 meters. We are 0.2 meters above the seafloor, ROV heading approximately 30. We're coming upon several holes pits in the sediment right now. I think these are the largest we've seen in a while. The lasers are going out now, so we can get a quick size estimate on these holes. Even though we've been seeing burrows and little holes so far, we haven't seen anything quite this big. There are at least 3 of them in front of us. The shape and dimensions of this hole also looks a little different compared to what we saw near the end of the dive yesterday. So yesterday we observed these holes on the seafloor arranged in almost an elliptical kind of pattern. And a number of times we saw sea stars partially inside those holes. That looked kind of different, from what we're seeing right now. And
appears that whoever lives here is attempting to obscure the entrance.
yeah.
This reminds me very much of the groundhog that lives under the shed by my garden.
Ah.
Who's made his appearance this spring. And pushing stuff in the burrow to make me think he's not home.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a interesting geological feature right there. Or another fish with the same variety we've seen all this dive.
Video, I don't know what you guys are going to do for dive highlights today.
This morning had a couple cool things.
Oh, good.
It's going to be an amazing launch and recovery sequence with the pelagic sea spider
That was good. Yeah, that's true.
and the black tunicola.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there was a Tina for at the very beginning, right? I'm sorry I missed it.
That and some fish and shrimp.
Lots of fish and shrimp. Oh yeah, the sediment, that's right. Almost forgot about that.
Sediment's a highlight in Sunday.
Yeah, and the lack of holothurians. Ooh, wow.
That is not a very good predator. I don't know that for sure, but I know that a lot of cable laying they do that. But I can't tell you when and where they do or do not.
Yeah, my vote was trawl scar.
Yeah, I think that's probably, I would think the most likely. Yeah, that seems deep.
Another shrimp. And another fish. Another rat tail probably. Oh yeah, there's another sponge here. Is that like the second sponge for this dive? Third one? Okay. Okay, the third sponge of the day. They all seem to be of the same variety. Ah, that fish looks a little different, doesn't it? Tripod fish?
Well, he's got his barbels out front.
I wonder who this could be.
Try to get down here ever so gently.
Ah, it is a tripod fish, according to Bob. Thanks, Bob.
That's it, Greg. Orange resume.
Zoom on tripod fish. Ah.
Just enough to extend. Yeah, there we go. All of his feelers. Such.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, full flight.
And it's gone. Oh, that looks kind of like a eel, doesn't it? I don't think we've seen an eel in a while. Most of the fish we've seen here are those rat tail fish and an occasional tripod, but this one is an eel.
Co-pilot, I'm gonna try stepping down your gain and just see if we can get a nice view.
So our current depth is 1362 meters. Our heading is 87, altitude almost just above the seafloor. Water temperature is still 4.37 degrees Celsius. We saw several fish, but this is the first eel that we've came across in a while. You can see it undulating right there, just above the seafloor. So these saltwater eels are known as anago or ma'anago in Japan, often used as an ingredient in sushi or other rice-related dishes. Yeah, this is opposed to freshwater eel, which are known as unagi, and that's where the name unagi don comes from, which are barbecued freshwater eel over rice. For anago, they are often made into sushi.
Alright, I'm gonna bump the gain back up a bit.
Okay, here's another fish. Yeah, looks long and slender.
The work to stay put in the current, as am I. Just a little zoom here, Greg.
Quick zoom on the fish.
Just hold that. That's about all I need right now. More? That's okay. Gotta go. Cool one. Crab.
Oh, crab! Hey, we haven't seen one of them in a while.
Okay. Ship should be coming to stop in probably less than 9 seconds. This current is about 95% of my lateral thrust capability here.
As we move by this crab, we are coming upon the recovery time for today's dive. We have 1 minute and 45 seconds left to discover a sonar target and investigate it.
Or do a quick zoom on the crab. Yeah,
Or do a quick zoom on the crab. Oh, hey, look at that. There's a tiny bright spot in the sonar. Did you see that? Or was that another artifact? Just to the left.
that's serious.
That's Sirius? Okay.
I think that expression sums up how we feel about it. Yeah.
Well, this is a nice crab, though. Is this maximum zoom?
Nope.
Can we?
You got.
Yeah, can we actually look at its mouth parts and eyes and all that stuff?
Yes.
Thank you.
He's got some barnacles.
Yeah, look at that.
That's not where the marks are. Okay.
It's walking off. Oh, this guy's got both amphipods and barnacles.
Not come full wide, just come out a little bit now. Picking up here.
The crab is slowly moving away.
We'll examine his barnacles here. Let's zoom back in. Zooming in.
Quick zoom back in on the crab.
Hold that.
Detail on its legs and the barnacles. Look at it go. I wonder what kind of relationship the crab has with its barnacles and amphipods. And that's 15:30 100 hours Eastern Daylight Time. This will be the end of today's dive as we see another Anako pass by. It's a nice little group picture as we say goodbye to this region of the world's oceans. We've discovered fish, crabs, shrimps, a few corals, occasional sea stars, and what am I forgetting here? Sponges, that's right. Upon loads of sediment on this slope in